All right, everybody, welcome to another episode of the Spinoff. It's a reunion episode. I got the guys from 2001 in Fremont graduating class with me. I've got Jamie Sell, Chris Cerny, the man Pat Sheridan, of course myself, Brian Knutson, hosting. Gentlemen, 20-year reunion coming up. How y'all doing?
What's up, man?
Jamie, what's going on?
Nothing, just being fat.
Yeah, well, yeah. Hey, it's 20 years later. Pat, Mr. Sheridan.
Just got two little booger eaters I'm dealing with here.
Amazing.
Yeah, everything's good, man. I'm looking forward to coming. I was actually supposed to be in Nebraska 2 days ago, but I waited at the airport for like 5 hours, and then they were like, well, yeah, you can go to Dallas and stay the night. And I'm like, well, how does that help me get home? So
Gentlemen, I have a surprise guest chiming in here. Let's see if you know who this is. Ooh, give it a second. I don't know if y'all can see who this is, but I believe we knew her as Sarah Janey. It is now Sarah Wiseman.
Oh shit.
Hi guys.
How's it going?
Good.
West Virginia.
Good. I know.
Sarah, how are you?
I'm good. Just in nursing school and
Yeah.
being a mom. Getting ready to go into my third semester. It's been pretty tough. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, we've seen your progress on Facebook. You're doing well.
Mhm.
Everybody, I've seen everybody's progression here on Facebook, and man, you're all doing. Pat, you don't post a whole lot, but
No.
that's all right. I almost wondered about even sending you a friend request at first because you hadn't posted anything since like Thanksgiving at the time. I was like,
I
oh,
don't
man.
post that much.
Appreciate
Probably
the birthday wish.
Oh, that was
I say
easy.
happy birthday.
Yeah, Sheridan called me sweetness. I was like, oh my God, I haven't heard that since junior high.
Yes, indeed. So is everybody going back?
Yeah.
I can't
No.
because I'm going to be in the middle of finals week, unfortunately. So,
No,
Cerny, you're busy?
Yeah, I'm busy. I'll actually get my son on the 6th. So I haven't seen him since February once we left England. So
Damn.
oh,
Yeah.
wow.
Screw that.
hey, can't
Well,
wait to get my
no.
boy. It's been a minute.
Yeah.
Here we are, everybody. We got 20 years coming up. I mean, can you believe this shit? It's
That's
ridiculous.
crazy.
It is pretty crazy.
So let's speak about. I talked about this to the ladies on the earlier episode. Look, we graduated 01, but technically we're all 90s kids, really. That was our heyday. That was the time to be alive. It was great to be a kid, a teenager in the 90s. So let's think about some of that nostalgia. Let's think about the music. Like what was the music to you at that time?
It was like boy bands, like NSYNC, Factory Boys, Maroon 5.
Oh man.
What was it? Blink 182.
That was
Matchbox
my
20.
first concert was Blink 182.
Oh my God.
Kemper Arena with goddamn, I can't think of his name.
Dude, my first concert was Bon Jovi. I was 4.
Damn.
Oh wow. Hey, I
Yeah.
got y'all beat. Mine was the Beach Boys back in the early '90s in Lincoln at the
Oh.
State Fair.
Oh yeah, and the Monkeys were there too, weren't they?
Yep.
God.
Yeah,
Yes,
sure were.
I was there with my dad and my mom. Hilarious.
Sure.
Oh, yeah.
What were
I had to
you
go
listening
to TLC for my sister with my dad. That was fun.
Yeah, that
That's dope.
TLC was the stuff to play back in the day. Look, I ain't gonna lie, I blared that in the car a lot. My dad hated me.
Like
Oh, yeah.
I talked to my daughter because I told her, I said, like, this is going to be my last summer in nursing school. So I plan on, my husband, he actually is over top of a railroad company in, where was it? Is it Grand Island or? It's in Grand Island. So
Oh,
we
damn.
can make a work trip out of it and go to a Husker game. But like I told her, I said, growing up, I said, Fremont is completely different from West Virginia. We had blocks We used to ride our bikes to Quick Shop to get like cherry Coke slushies. And then we go to Ronin, or we would go to Memorial.
We'd ride our
and-
bikes out to the lakes. I mean,
Yes, the
Oh
lakes.
man, I
Dude, the
remember
lakes,
that.
everybody in
Oh,
the 90s. Let's touch on that. That was the spot during
That
the
was
summer.
the
That was
spot.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
a
Or,
lot of us were
um,
partying and
Oh,
drinking at an early age, early teens at least. So our fun was we did what kids don't do nowadays: get our asses outside and do shit.
No, because
Oh,
you
for
like
sure.
people have kidnapping kids and stuff like
Yeah.
stranger danger.
Totally
They're
different
like,
time.
you're gonna leave the house and come back when street lights come on.
Exactly.
Yeah.
right.
Parents didn't worry about it. They knew where you were for the most part. And as long as you were there, if they called, you're golden for the next 2 hours.
Right.
Oh yeah,
right.
and even Jamie can attest to this. I was down in Arizona from 2002 to 2017. First of all, it's hotter than hell down there.
Oh, it's devil's
No,
Really
right now
hot
it's
there.
raining.
Man,
What?
second of all, you
Right?
can't have your kids out because kidnappings and all that crazy stuff, sex offenders.
Yeah.
When we were kids, we never had to worry about that.
No,
We never knew what that was.
exactly. We
Yeah, it's raining right now.
automatically knew not to go into a stranger's house. We knew
Yep.
not to get into a stranger's car. And the candy thing, I never understood that in PSAs because we're not idiots.
Right.
Candy was not
Talk
that
about all that.
enticing.
Talk about all that shit now, but you think about it, Uber, like don't talk to
Yeah.
strangers, like every single thing. Is
Yeah.
that-
Our version of Uber was somebody riding on the handlebars of our bikes.
Yeah.
Right? Or they had the big old pegs on the back of it.
Oh, if you had pegs, you were the king in the neighborhood.
right.
It didn't matter.
BMX bikes and stuff. Oh yeah.
I
A
had
Trek bike with the
I had-
wheel with no front without any brakes. Yeah.
I had
Oh, I had the
a,
cheap Walmart Huffies and stuff like that, man. Hey,
I had a beach cruiser with pegs on it in New Orleans, and somebody stole it. I was pissed.
oh man.
Somebody stole your bike in New Orleans? Oh my
Yeah.
God.
No.
Yep. Actually, my neighbor saw him stealing it, and he's like, "What bike?" And he's like, "Oh, this is Joe Blow's bike. I'm just here to fix it." And then he got away with my bike, and it was a pretty ridiculous bike. It like had huge ape hangers and pegs and skull grips. But
It was like,
shit happens.
I remember
yeah.
riding my bike from like Fifth Street all the way to like 23rd to the mall and not even blinking an eye about it.
Absolutely.
We used to do that like all the time. It was crazy to me
Yep.
how like our kids can't even do that now.
And if you think about it, I mean, the 90s, let's think of the fashion, shit like that. I mean,
Oh God.
how many of us wore Tommy Hilfiger?
Yeah,
Oh,
it was Tommy Hilfiger, those
Fubu?
god-awful babe
Jean
Big
Gill.
old
Fubu.
dresses.
Oh, wow.
God, I wore a lot of FUBU. I did.
Jinko jeans.
Janko
Ooh.
jeans.
Jankos, man. Z
remember
Cavaricci's for the
Jesse Roberts.
ladies.
Yeah.
Jesse Roberts wearing those parachute pants and shit. It's like, damn, dude.
Dude,
Yeah.
funny thing is, I was a kid and I had a pair of like MC Hammer pants, dude. I ain't shitting you. And I tried dancing like that dude, little short chubby kid, couldn't do it.
Forget about
Couldn't
it.
do it.
So one of my favorite memories ever of growing up in Fremont, and with Knutson and Jeremy Leffler and Ryan Doty and all them, was when Ace Ventura came out.
Oh, sweet Jesus.
And Knutson could do the best Ace Ventura impression ever. Like
I knew
ever.
that
And we would
movie word
always
for word.
bug the shit out of him to be like, oh, righty then.
I did. Jim Carrey was like the man back then. The guy
Mhm.
got me. It just no
Mhm.
matter what. The opening scene in Ace Ventura when he's fucking up that package, I lost my shit in the theater.
I swear to God, like my husband, he tried to surprise me last birthday. He got me a cake from Cake Boss from Carlo's Bakery. It was a rainbow cake and it was delicious. Don't get me wrong, but I swear to God, Ace Ventura himself delivered it because it was mauled when we opened up the box. I was like, what the hell just happened?
Oh God, I love that.
Yeah.
And all right, let's also talk about high school guys, the sports. Sarah, unfortunately, you were one of the cheerleaders.
Yeah, I was a cheerleader.
Absolutely, guys. Jamie, Pat, myself, Chris, we played football.
Yep.
You know, I tried
Jamie
to go out
wrestled,
my
didn't he?
senior year.
Yeah,
I tried to go my senior year and I just didn't have time. I was playing soccer year round.
Yeah,
And
that's
it just
crazy,
wouldn't
dude. Soccer's a
Yeah.
hard sport, man. I may not be enthused by it, but my God, the stamina you
Well,
gotta have to play that.
Dude, when you're a goalkeeper, you're throwing your body around, getting hit with 60-mile-an-hour freaking knuckleballs, man. Trust me, I'm feeling it today. It doesn't feel good. So,
All
My
right.
knees and my ankles hurt every time it rains just from cheerleading.
Oh, my knees pop every time I sit up. It's crazy. It's
Mhm.
nuts. Pat, Jamie, we played football through high school. I
Dude,
mean, what are the
I'm falling
memories,
apart.
guys?
I'm literally falling apart. I'm actually getting back surgery on Thursday.
Good luck, my
Sure.
friend. I had that almost 2 years ago. It did wonders.
Really? That's good.
Are you getting like a fusion or?
Yeah.
Good call.
They've done a couple of the epidurals or whatever. It doesn't
Yep.
work. They're gonna like or
I hope it works out for you, man. It
Oh my
did wonders
goodness.
for me. So
I've
Yeah,
had
and
my
it's-
shoulder replaced from the car
Oh,
accident that I was
God.
in like when I was 14 with Denise Reeser on 23rd Street.
wow.
4 surgeries, but the last one was a replacement and a fully replacement. And it gave me a new lease on life. I haven't had to take a pain pill in 6 years.
that shit
Wow.
works anyway.
Yeah.
Uh,
And they're like, they give me pain pills, but I'm like, how much does it take to drive a car to work? My work.
yeah.
But
Like it sucks because you
I
can't,
I
you
gotta
can't function
run.
without them.
Looking forward to seeing whoever can make it. Glad we all got to see each other.
yeah, dude, it's been a minute.
Mr.
Hey,
Sheriff.
hey, Pat, are you still living in New Orleans?
Yeah, yep.
Okay, so my 40th birthday, which is 2 years from now, we're talking about going to New Orleans. So if you're still there, I want my husband and my kids to meet you, and we need to hang out, grab dinner or something with the wife and the kids.
We just built a house and come on down.
Absolutely, I want to go swim with otters. It's like a place near you.
Yeah, they got a fun zoo there. There's a lot of stuff to do.
Yes. Oh,
Yeah.
I'm so excited.
All right, we're having a kid meltdown here.
All right,
Good
Sheridan. Thank
I
you
know
for
the feeling,
chiming
brother.
in, brother. We will see you at the reunion.
Love you,
Take
Pat.
care.
Love you
Later.
guys.
See you, buddy.
Bye.
Mr. PMS himself, Patrick McDonough Sheridan. God, I love that guy.
Yeah, he's so sweet. My mom used to work with his mom at the hospital. So
Oh,
when like he had that one party at his house, I was like, hey, I'm going to Pat's for a party. And she was like, okay, I know his mom, so I trust him. I was like, you have no idea what goes on at these parties, do you?
We
No
were
idea.
terrible. We were horrible.
Brilliant.
Oh, God.
I mean, I remember a couple times where I almost died out of a cornfield somewhere, but it is what it is.
Oh, yeah. I mean, that's just common. That's a weekend.
And my husband is a big fan of Busch Light, y'all.
Oh,
Heck
sweet
yeah.
Jesus.
Yes, I got the Busch Light apple the other day. Holy shit balls.
Now, have you ever tried a bush light with a pickle in it?
A
dill
Busch Light with a
pickle?
pickle in it? No.
Dill pickle. It is so good. I'm telling you.
God.
Speaking of
'Cause I-
pickle tickets.
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
That's like the thing there. Keno and pickle tickets.
Oh, yeah.
I was just there in March.
Yeah, 'cause
and
casinos
I
aren't
brought my
allowed.
family.
Well,
And
now,
we spent like $100 on just pickle tickets, and we were just going at it.
Yeah. The last
Oh,
time
man.
I was there, it was like 2014, and I was with Helgenberger, and we went to Keno, and we like literally just pulled pickle tickets and drank like these ginormous beers.
Oh,
Like
yeah.
they were bigger than my
5-ounce
midsection. And I was
beers.
like, how do you finish these? He's like, you drink them. I'm like, okay.
Well, let's think about when we were in high school too. In Fremont, back then, cruising the square.
Oh, the
Square
square
was
Wow.
the thing.
Yeah.
Even walking the square was fine. It didn't fucking matter.
Gas was cheaper then.
Where was the spot you
Feeling
guys
fine,
would
dude.
stop on the square though? Like normally, somebody be gathering in parking lots. What was it? Husker Video or whatever? What is?
Is that on Bell Street? The one
Yeah,
near
it was
the liquor
next
store?
to
Like
Arby's.
between 17th and Bell. No,
17th and-
it was audio video.
Yeah, audio video.
They
Yeah.
gathered there as well.
Yep.
Dude, remember the old Long John Silver's parking lot?
Yeah.
Oh,
Dude, holy
yeah.
cow. Yeah.
The
Yeah.
Hinky Dinky.
Oh my God, Hinky
Yep.
Dinky, Save
Mhm.
Mart. I mean,
I worked
Alco,
there.
Alco, Cinema 3. It's all gone.
It's
Valentina.
all gone.
It is all gone.
Oh
Yep.
my God, that's
Save
so
Save
sad.
Mart's the newer Hy-Vee.
Yep. And
Old
also-
Hy-Vee.
There's no more Hy-Vee.
No, we have
Yeah,
the
it is
newer
there.
Hy-Vee. The
Oh,
old Hy-Vee
Yeah, the old
is
one's
now
like a
Tractor
tractor.
Supply.
what the hell?
Oh yeah, the Fremont's changed. Little by
Oh,
little,
dude.
it's changed.
My Air Force recruiting office is not there no more. Everything's in
No.
Omaha.
That's right.
Yep. Everything went to Omaha.
It's crazy. I mean, if you think back to when we were in high school here, I don't think this town compares to what it was then.
Well,
A lot's
I knew-
changed, but I'm not so sure it's all for the better.
I knew they made like Memorial Pool, like some ice skating rink. My
Yeah.
mom told me that.
Yes,
Memorial
I-
Pool's a parking lot now, pretty much.
Oh my God, that's so heartbreaking. I had like my 4th or my 5th birthday party there. I still remember it. And it's just everything is like this. Do you still have Nifty 50s?
Nope. That's a
Nifty
Mexican
50s
food
is gone?
restaurant place now.
It's a what restaurant?
It's a Mexican food place.
What about Gambino's?
Oh, Gambino's is there. We still
Yes,
got
they're
2
still
of
there.
them.
Still have Godfathers?
Yep. Still
Yep.
got Godfathers.
gee.
We
What
got
about
Domino's
Herbs?
now. We're really moving up.
Is
I
Herbs?
think they're gone.
No,
Herbs is gone.
I think Herbs, aren't they still down there by the rocks?
Well,
No,
the original owner, the original owner,
Vape shop took that over.
Oh, damn.
the original owner sold it. Oh gosh, I would say hell when we were probably just out of high school.
What about Santa Ana's?
No.
No, that's out.
They moved. They moved over to that little plaza across from the
Used to
old
be
skating
Randall's.
rink.
Used to be
Oh, okay,
Randall's.
so they're still there. They're just
Yeah,
not like.
they
okay.
just moved into a smaller building.
I make Santa Ana nachos for my husband all the time.
Oh wow.
And he's like, "Oh my God, these are so good." I said, "But you have to have Santa Ana."
See, I thought at first in my head I was thinking Andy's on first because they're gone.
Yeah,
Andy's
he
is
passed away.
gone?
He passed away, didn't he?
I don't know. I never heard if he did or not. I know he was just ready to retire, and then it turned into something else, and that didn't last either.
I thought, was it the Brem family, Missy Brem? They bought Santa Ana's or something like that.
Oh,
I
they
couldn't remember.
might
That's what
I
Sass
think
Sass
so.
told me when I was there in 14.
I think so.
Yeah.
I think we're hearing that. Yeah.
Corner bars closed now.
Corner
Yeah,
bar.
yeah. Corner bar is
No.
done.
Yeah.
That
They
Yeah,
was
still
no,
have-
you know that was the place to go, even as a minor. It did.
But you still,
Oh,
there's the
right?
fire door though, right? The fire
Yeah,
door.
fire doors. They're pretty much fire doors, like buying out that entire block.
And then Silver Dollar.
Silver Dollar's still here, of course.
Oh, I love best gin and tonics I've ever had.
Frankie
so
Nolly's
good.
is long gone. Hallelujah.
Oh, you
That burned
remember?
out.
You remember that bar that was over the viaduct and across the bridge, and it was to the left. It was a huge bar back in the day.
Oh,
Sale
man.
barn. Well,
What-
it was Remedy.
Remedy, that's it.
Yep.
Little bar.
Oh my God. Yeah, that was a good spot. That was a really good place where they had good bands. They had a good spot for bands, a good dance floor, great pool tables, and 2 big ass rooms to be in. You didn't like the band, go in that other room.
Yeah. I love Zestos too. Like I tell my husband all the time, I say,
Oh,
when we go
That's
to
for sale
Nebraska,
right now. You got 300,000.
we got to go to
Oh.
Zestos. We got to go to Santa Ana's. Where else?
Runza. You gotta go to
Oh my
Runza.
God.
Oh, yeah.
I make homemade Runzas here whenever I get like
my
a
wife
craving.
makes those as well. She makes homemade runzas once in a while, and man, they're good.
Hey, I know
Mhm.
it's not in Fremont, but Guitars and Cadillacs.
Oh God, oh, I
Ooh.
missed that. My God,
Yeah.
did we
The
all
Ranch
not
Bowl.
go there? The
Wasn't that in
Ranch
Omaha?
Bowl. Yes.
It was right off of Dodge.
Yep. You take that little exit on Dodge, go down to like 114th or whatever it was. Take your
Mhm.
right and back.
Mhm.
Yeah, all age. What was it? All ages night, Sunday nights.
Yeah.
It was crazy.
yeah.
It was crazy.
Mhm.
And you're
Frank,
right. The
listen,
Ranch Bowl. Oh my God.
where's the
Talk-
Ranch Bowl? I've
The
never
Ranch
heard
Bowl
of
was
that.
where they had some amazing concerts. 311 played there a bunch.
Yep.
Union Underground's been there. I mean, it was a spot to be in. It was so small. It was such an intimate venue because everything was so close together. It was a blast.
Well, that's when
Like-
Peyton, Murad, gosh,
The
Wes,
Basement Project.
Yep, Basement Project.
Oh, yeah.
And Mike Overfield. Yep.
Yes. We got, what was it? Wes was in there. Yeah. Oh my
Yep.
God.
Mike Overfield.
Mike. Jordan, Ali, man, I'll tell you what, those guys, they were the ones that actually got one of their damn songs on the river for their local day on Sundays. And it was that
it's called the
damn song.
Basement Project.
Yeah, and it was that damn song, Some Girls Suck. And it was the one that Wes got to sing because it was more like a punk tune. It was great.
I have so many like amazing memories growing up in Fremont, and I miss it terribly. I do.
It's
And
still
I
good.
try to explain to my daughter, like, you don't understand like what life was like growing up for us, because it was like we had no supervision, we had free reign, and just like you guys said, Bush, I see that. But you don't come home until like the street lights come on, and that is just. And I remember going to school and having shop and making those like god awful wooden cars that we had to like, calculate drag and coefficient and all this stuff like that. And like the gerbil run, like I have so many amazing memories growing up in Fremont. And I hope that my daughter gets to experience at least some of them. Like she gets to see a little bit of them. And like so many people that we've lost, like we lost Adam Weed, we lost, but he wasn't in our grade, but I still remember that, like in Leffler and Patterson, and who else have we lost from our class?
Oh, geez.
Not from our
But
class, but used to help us younger.
around, yeah, like Frank the Tank, like
Yeah, Frank Bartunik, Jay
Ross
Bang,
Bernard,
yeah,
Katie
Jade,
Deers.
Brad
Katie
Luke,
Deers,
Jeff Nolan.
Jeff Nolan.
Yeah, he just
Yes.
passed.
Recently.
that's
Brian
just
Phillippe.
devastating.
Yeah,
Who?
Brian Phillippe, Wes
Oh,
Keeler.
Philip, he was the one that went missing, right?
Yes, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's
We-
you look back and my God, you'd be surprised how many we've lost from our class.
Mhm.
I think it was like Allie and maybe Sheridan and somebody else were at my house the day that Adam Weed killed himself. They were like, we were all sitting on the front porch and we were talking about somebody or some assignment.
It's crazy how you
'cause we-
remember that.
Yeah, we all had to partner up for it, but it was like, because it was so traumatic, like it's burned in my mind.
Yep.
And then you would go down, was it Broad Street where his family, or was it Nye? And you could see
was
the
Main.
window, Maine, there you go. And you would see the window where it happened because the window was blown out. And you're just like,
Yeah, I think that was the first time I've ever seen my dad cry, because my dad was their mail carrier,
Oh,
and I just lived a few blocks away from him. And my uncle Mike called my dad and told me that Adam Weed died. I'm like, no freaking way, because he wasn't at soccer practice that day because he missed school.
yeah.
wow.
Yeah.
And you would have never thought that would have came out of Adam, because every time you interacted with Adam, he was always smiling, he was joking, just very
Adam was a cool
pleasant.
dude.
Yeah.
I played JC
Yeah.
football with him on the Jets, and Adam was a hell of a guy. He was always funny, like you said, always smiling, always laughing.
Yeah.
That was
just-
freshman year when
Yep.
that happened.
That's right.
I think
Well,
I was at 8th grade. Yeah, I was 8th grade when that happened for me.
Yeah, I was with Heath Offenkamp at that time. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was at Bergen when we got the phone call.
Well, let's fast
Isn't that crazy?
forward.
You remember where you're at when it happened.
Yep.
That's just the devastation. Just
Mhm.
I still think about him every time.
Well, let's fast forward into, unfortunately, the new millennium here. We graduate in 01, so we get to graduation. All right. What was it like for you guys as far as the emotions you were feeling? I asked this of the ladies as well earlier. And what were you just excited to get the shit over with, or was there anything you were going to royally miss?
Well, I
I
didn't-
would say, like, just me, like, it's like playing sports, soccer, the camaraderie. Heck, I played soccer with Churchill, Neiman, Bunn, Sherwood, all those guys since we were 10. I know a couple of them stopped, and then after high school, it just, what are you going to do next, and everything. And that's probably my biggest thing I do miss about high school.
Yeah, I agree. I agree with you, Chris. Like, because you're so bonded for so long, because you've literally gone to school with these people since kindergarten. I'm a little bit different because I graduated here in West Virginia, but everybody goes their separate ways, whether they go to college or, they move away or they have family, they have kids. And so I'm like really thankful, like Brian invited me to something like this so I could see your all's faces and I haven't seen in years.
Right?
Yeah, this is like super cool to me. This is awesome. But yeah, you missed that. You knew everybody's business. Like you knew who. I remember the expression who was getting on who.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, right.
Got on the party. I'm like, oh god.
What was
But
that
yeah,
day
like
like for you, Jamie? What was that like?
What's that?
What was that day like for you? Were you ready?
I was just lucky to be there after getting kicked out for that shotgun incident.
That's
Oh,
right.
damn, dude. I totally forgot about
the
that.
what incident? What did I
Oh,
miss?
poor guy.
I was part of the trap shooting team, and I was in Mr. Hussar's psychology class.
Mhm.
And all of a sudden, the vice principal comes walking in the room and pulls me out of class. And there's like 3 cops out there, and they walk me out to my car. And on the way there, they're like, "Is there anything you need to tell us about your vehicle?" I was like, "It's beige and it needs an oil change." And I wasn't even being a smart ass. I was just like, whatever. And then Officer Barry, the same guy that gave me my hunter's education card, he was standing there, and they had me open up the back gate and everything like that. The gun was in 2 pieces. It was a trap shooting gun, so it held 2 shells. The closest shotgun shells were in the glove box, and I still got kicked out for 3 months my junior
Dude,
year.
I remember that.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah,
No.
I completely
Wait.
forgot about that till now.
yeah.
Oh my God.
Well,
So
we grew up
I
in a time of
graduated with like a
Columbine.
1.3% grade point average, so there was no college in my future. I went straight to the Air Force. I was like, shit.
Don't feel
Hey,
bad.
cheers to that, brother.
And the thing is like we grew up in a time of Columbine.
Yeah.
So they were very overly sensitive with anything. And like you said, the closest shells were in the glove box. So there was no threat, but they took it a little too far on that one.
And that's the jacked up part is it was a shotgun. It was, I mean, like and I was part of a trap shooting team that was a school sponsored event. The only reason why the gun was in there is because I forgot about it on Sunday after we got done with the trap shooting meet in Donovan. I'm like, my dad was pissed. Not
I
at
bet he
me.
was.
He was pissed at them. You could hear his ass yelling down the hallway. And I know it was a Wednesday because he's always had a Wednesday off since, well, about 20 years ago.
I remember that happening because I was hardly ever at school. So you just came over and hung out.
All right.
Yeah.
I was
Yeah,
working. I went and worked at, what was that? Oh, man. I was with all the college kids. The steakhouse where it had the open
Whiskey
pit.
Creek.
USA Steak
Yeah.
Buffet?
I was working there, and all the college chicks thought I was with them. I was like, hell yeah! So I went partying every night. I was like, shit, this is good. So after I graduated, I was like, shit, this is no different.
Small town colleges in a small town. You gotta love that.
Well, heck,
It's
I
mainly
played
honors
for
chicks.
Midland soccer. I didn't even attend the college.
Wow.
Yep. Because what was his name? He was a science teacher. I forgot. Goddard, Mr. Goddard. He was a soccer coach, and then he ended up being the assistant coach. He's like, "Hey, son, you want to come play?" I'm like, "Well, is that shit legal? Because I don't want to get you guys hit with any violations." He's like, "I don't care." It's like their second season. I played half a season with them. That was fun.
Wow.
Yeah.
See, that's all I wanted to do in school, damn it, was just go and play football. And they just wouldn't leave me alone, you know?
They had to make you learn something.
Yeah, they had to bug me with all this class bullshit and just leave me alone. I'm fine. Just, I'll be at practice. I'll be at the games. And yeah, that's pretty much how I did it. I showed up on Friday for games. Yeah, I was an idiot.
So you guys remember like the graduation requirements? Like you guys had to have calc to graduate. You remember that?
Calculus? No, I never took it. I took algebra 2. That was the highest math.
Yeah.
Algebra 2 was you had to have.
Yeah.
Oh, because they told me you had to have calc to graduate from Fremont. And where I spent like 6 months in West Virginia and then 6 months in Nebraska because my parents were divorced and they were like switching custody every 6 months. Like my credits, some of them would transfer, not all of them would transfer. So like they were like, oh yeah, you got to have calc to graduate. I said, fuck that.
If we had calculus, I would still be in high school because there's no way.
Like dosage and calculation, IV drip rates, I'm good at right now because it's something that interests me. But I even hated algebra and trig. Like I don't want cosine and tangent and all that. Like you set the bar way too high because there is no time in your life you will use algebra unless you're an engineer.
In 20 plus years, I've never had to use algebra.
Exactly. I think they should have like
Your
a life
basic
skills, like teach them how to balance a checkbook.
Yeah.
I wish they taught us that shit. How to keep your credit score higher than a 700.
Exactly. That's something that the kids need.
Teach teenagers nowadays how to use a damn debit or credit card and how to pump gas.
Oh, dude, my son will be swiping like crazy. He's like, Dad, can I borrow $25 for Fortnite? I'm like, dude.
Oh.
My daughter's the same with Robux. Is it Robux?
V-Bucks?
What at Robux? She plays Roblox all the time.
Oh God.
No idea.
But you would not believe, Brian, you would laugh when you would meet her because she is almost just exactly like me at her age. Like very tomboyish, very funny, very quick-witted, just doesn't so much like hang with a lot of girls, but she's like into comic books and stuff like that. Like she's me at 11.
Well, you
hanging out on the front porch with two guys.
Oh my God.
Idiots. Remember that?
Yeah. All the time.
Like, let's go see Sarah and hang out on our front porch and hang out at Fifth and K on at the park. Yeah. That's, I mean, that's what I was telling my husband. I was like, I got along more with the guys than I did with the girls because girls are catty bitches.
My wife says the exact same thing.
Same here.
Yeah.
Like you get along with guys and girls are just catty bitches.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Tell her she's my kindred spirit.
Hear that, babe?
Like even in cheerleading, like girls were just very, very catty.
Oh,
like,
cheerleading.
Girls are awful. Yeah, I miss Jade. I love Jade
She
so
was
much.
such a sweetheart.
Yeah.
That threw me for the biggest. My sister messaged me and she's like, yeah, Jade passed away. I'm like, no freaking way.
Yep. I couldn't believe that one.
I thought she was doing so good with her like diabetes and everything, but I guess she was still struggling.
Yeah.
Because she just got back from Arizona. She went down there to teach.
Wow.
Yeah.
And then she just moved back. And maybe, oh God, I'd say a month or two after that.
Wow.
I've got a name that I haven't heard in a long time. And I wonder if any of y'all know what's going on with him. James Giangreco.
Oh God, he's still around.
Is he still around?
I haven't seen him in, God, I don't know if I remember seeing him at graduation, to be honest with you.
I'm not sure what he's up to, but I know his little brother, Josh, he's still doing his music, his rap and all that. But I know James is still around. I just ain't seen him in forever.
I heard he got into some big trouble a while back.
Really?
But I didn't know if he like got himself out of it or he was still in the same cycle.
Well, I'm sure there's some that are incarcerated and or incapacitated that we went to school with. I'm sure. There has to be.
Guidance counselors can see me now. I was supposed to be in that boat.
Do what?
I said I wish the guidance counselors could see me now. I was supposed to be in that boat. You aren't going to amount to shit. You're going to be in jail. All right.
Fair enough.
Yep.
Do you guys remember Jake Allen?
Yes.
Yeah.
Opie.
What happened to him?
Oh, Opie's still around, dude.
He's in Fremont.
Oh, he is? Okay, because
absolutely.
I knew he dropped out because I haven't seen him. I went to grade school with him 5th and 6th grade. And yeah, we were pretty close then. And then after that.
He dated Angie Bray for a hot minute, didn't he?
I think so.
Possibly.
I can't remember. If I'm not mistaken. Like Pat Venabos, Jared Campbell, like I remember all those crazy people.
Yeah,
Pat guys are still around.
Yeah, Pat's in Kansas. He's in the Air Force.
That's right.
He's in the Air Force.
Yeah.
Oh,
yep.
That makes
he
me
loves
so
it.
happy.
And Nick Bachman?
Yeah, he's still in the Air Force. He's up, I want to say, I don't know if he's in Florida or up in New England somewhere.
I'm friends with Jesse.
Dude,
I wish I would have got out.
Dude, I'm retiring here April 1st.
I know. That's why I kick myself every damn day.
Once Master,
your same boat.
once master results came out, I wasn't on it. I knew my commander as a lieutenant. I hit that retirement button. He called me. He's like, dude, are you serious? I'm like, dude, I'm done.
So don't laugh.
I am. When I was in high school and stuff like that, I tried to fit in, with the crowds and all that good stuff.
Yeah, we all did that.
Right.
Yeah.
And then, growing up, being in the Air Force, seeing the world, seeing stuff that I don't care to see, all that good stuff. And then in my personal life, after a certain point, I'm like, you know what? I'm not kissing nobody's ass. I'm going to tell you straight, and I'm not going to sugarcoat it. And if you don't like it, all right, well, you take it the way you want.
Yeah.
And I've been happier ever since,
Damn right.
That's the same thing. Like I told my daughter, because she's terrified of going into 6th grade. I said, girls are bitches, man.
Yeah.
They really are. They're so like eat or be eaten. You know what I mean? Like they're very catty, and she's terrified. And I'm like, look, when you're unapologetically yourself, you give 0 fucks. Just do you. Be a good person. That's all I care about. That's just be a good person.
Exactly.
I mean, because I hated junior high. I was bullied because of being Hispanic, which you would never think being Hispanic in Fremont would be a big deal, but you would always have people. Like I've got family that probably lives across the railroad tracks. Like who are we fooling here? But people would still get on me like, oh, do you have your papers? You spick or you wet back? And I'm like,
Jesus,
man, fuck y'all.
That's stupid.
Yeah. Ignorance is everywhere, of course.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
But
All
then
right, guys.
I had Knutson and Sass that always take up for me and be like, y'all, fuck you. This is our friend.
Well,
me and
guys.
Sass, hell, we go back to freaking kindergarten.
I tried to get him on here, but he unfortunately
I'm
had
gonna
to
beat his
work today.
ass.
He had to work.
Oh, okay. He's
Can't fault him for that.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Well, we've approached about my time limit for multiple guests. This is the first time I've done this until today. So I didn't know I had a time limit when there's more than 2 people. So up your Zoom. Thanks a lot. I appreciate that. So guys, this is where I'll close it out. I can't thank you guys enough for joining me today. So I need to thank, of course, the Killigans. Love you guys for the intro music. Thank you so much. Truly appreciate it. Keep doing what you're doing. So, Mr. Cerny, Miss Sarah Janey, aka Mrs. Sarah Wiseman now, and of course, Mr. Jamie Sell. Man, I can't wait to see you guys. It's going to be a blast. Cerny, I understand you can't make it. It's no problem. We will catch up soon. I promise.
Yes,
Sarah,
sir.
you come to Nebraska with your husband. We'll hang out. You can meet my wife. And
yes.
It'll be a hell of a time. Jamie, you know me. You know what the hell I'm up to. You know my wife.
2 weeks.
Two
weeks, I'll be there.
You'll be here and I'll get to see you. So thank you so much for doing this today, guys. It was an absolute
We need to do this again.
blast. We will absolutely.
Yeah, for sure, dude. For
We
sure.
will absolutely do this again. So I will sign off for now. And thank you guys so much for joining. You guys take care.
All right,
I love your wife,
brother.
Chris.
Love you guys.
Bye, guys. Good seeing you
Bye,
all.
guys.
Bye.
See ya.